where did they get the money to go into the gas station to paint it, to buy all this stuff to make it look brand new? Because that wouldn't have been cheap. None of them had a job.
This is the 70s.
It still wasn't free.
Yeah, but I don't know. It couldn't have been that expensive. Plus, it's a movie.
That
Welcome back to Trees in Space, the show where occasionally our brains file restraining orders against our own taste in movies, which is how we ended up with the 1979 rated R comedy Gas Pump Girls. I'm your host for this episode, Nate Hanks, and with me, as always, a man has never let the rules dampen his spirit, man who has never let that happen, Jason Smith.
How y'all doing, everyone? That's true. I also don't let the truth get in the way of my belief. So, yeah, this was a very interesting film. You said 1979. I want to tell the audience that we're watching this movie because of a movie we watched for All Hallows Eve, or for
Yep.
Hollow Trees, Friday 13th Part 2, and Nate's oldest, newest screen crush
Yep.
was an actress in that movie.
Yeah, she showed her boobies. And guess what? Pretty sure she showed him in this one too.
She
A
did a
lot.
little bit, but the other one showed him a lot.
And she loved it.
Yeah.
Um, well, now that you know it's a stump bump, let me just go ahead and get into what this movie is about so that way we can talk about this movie because I don't know about you, Jason, but I got notes. So let's go ahead and get into it. The owner of a small filling station enlists the aid of his niece when a fancier operation begins stealing his business. It wasn't a French word. I just decided to make it French. It's fancier.
Um, that's not what happened. I mean, it's kind of what happened, but
Yeah,
he didn't
not
list her.
no, she did it on her own. If anything,
He
she
took it
stole the
over,
business from him.
and it was collapsing regardless. And the other company, it's like this. It's like, so you have that mom and pop gas station, right?
Yeah.
And then the Cumberland opens up next door. And that's pretty much what happened. And I don't think this guy, Uncle Joe, that's his name. He, I don't think he could compete anyhow. He didn't care. He was
Not at
done.
all. You didn't give two shits.
He did not.
What did you think about Love is a Gas?
The song "Love Is a Gas" like the number one hit. "Love Is a Gas."
How is
Like
Love a Gas?
I like because they did a film like they're showing the one big gas station, and then it's 1979, I think, right? 78, 79, and this is
Yep.
during the fuel crisis the United States had. Um,
At
and then they froze.
72 cents a gallon. 72 and a half cents a gallon.
Yes, and let's be fair. Yeah, but it was 72 cents, and people say, "Oh, gas is so expensive." This was 79. It's been 40 years.
Well, I think I know part of the problem. If anybody saw this movie, because they got the idea from somewhere, so somebody did this. Those old gas pumps, if it rolls over three numbers, 9999, it goes back down. So they ran out of gas and they got $6, like what, over a couple hundred gallons of gas for six
They did,
bucks?
but because no one was going to fill that much gas in the gas tank back then, so it's very smart. But my point is, they froze the very beginning. They were going in and they just froze it to that one thing, and then all of a sudden, um, they just all the names came up. I'm like, and then the song comes in. I thought, is this a real song? You're talking about a song. Is this a real song? And I'm listening to it like I mean, I wasn't, I was alive then, but I never heard the song, and obviously it was a song I made it just for this movie. I'm guessing. Oh, okay. So, um, my biggest question about this movie right now,
Yeah,
first thing, where these are a bunch of high school students. It
graduates.
started off kind of, yeah, graduate, yeah. It started off kind of cool, whatever, kind of like a Porky's or a
Yeah.
Animal House type. Um, a few questions. Okay, the bikers. I have a lot of questions. Are they
Well,
graduates of the high school?
who are they? Who are these people? Who are these men? And
No, they
why
are
are
men.
they attaching nails to graduation gowns so that way the girls is, and I'm sorry, is it just common practice you don't wear a
That
top
was my
under
next
your gown?
question. You have nothing under your and I thought the short little brunette. I thought she was the cutest out of all of them. I mean, the one girl liked to show her boobs off. She was pretty cute by the end of it all, but
I think
a little
they're all
smaller one, like
adorable.
they were. But it's just except for the one teenage girl that looked like she was 40.
Though,
The regular girl with the regular shirt.
uh, though I call them girls, even on that the fact that they are like old enough to be my parent, like my mom
Yeah.
right now.
Yes. Well, that one that's the regular, then they got the super pump or whatever. The regular chick, she was definitely in her late 30s. She looked at it anyway. But here's my question: where did they get the money to go into the gas station to paint it, to buy all this stuff to make it look brand new? Because that wouldn't have been cheap. None of them had a job.
This is the 70s.
It still wasn't free.
Yeah, but I don't know. It couldn't have been that expensive. Plus, it's a movie.
It had, it was a so freaking. It was one of these going from A to B, and they don't care how they got there. They just wanted to get there.
I want to
Um,
I want to talk about supporting characters real quick. I'm not going to talk about the one thing, but the cop at the high school, right? He was his acting was top notch, supreme. Then you have the gangsters, their acting
that acting was top
fucking
notch.
supreme. Then you have the cop guard at the
Yes,
factory or whatever. His acting again, just top notch. The like, and I say this with the most opposite of what I'm saying. Like, it's just so fantastic.
it
But
was
the acting just in general was
what
not.
got me. It wasn't just the acting in the script. Like this is a prime example. They're following it. The best acting in the whole film was the gentleman who delivered the gas at the end, the black gentleman. He was the best actor in the whole thing
Yeah.
by far.
Oh, and
Um,
the the gas tycoon guy.
yeah, with the
His
yeah.
acting was awful as well. Like it was superbly bad.
But my point is like when okay they followed him to the factory because like the petroleum factory is right there next to him. They can follow the gas tank back to him, and then that one like you said the police guard in front of the gate says, "What do y'all think you're going?" And the biker guy, the main biker guy, says, "In there," like ugh, and the guy goes, "No, you're not," and they all just went, ugh. They
Yeah,
turn around and
dude,
leave.
these
It's like,
bikers are pussies. They are not toughs at all. They are not street toughs. They just look
and
it.
I, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if if there was a gas station, a service station that could fix and do to my car what was done to that one car that fast, I would go there all the time. You had what was it, oil change, the struts,
Brakes are yeah, brakes are good.
brakes,
No,
brakes,
oh, I
oil
actually wrote it
change,
down. He goes, um,
rotate the tires.
oh,
I mean,
I'm gonna change the topic.
go ahead.
But same thing. The when right before they hired these mechanics, they had the guy that came in with the truck, right? And
Hmm.
he's like, I have a problem with this, and because this does that. Nothing of what he said was true. Not one thing was connected to the other thing that he was talking about. And while we're at it, when you push different things on an engine, especially when it's running, it's not going to shoot liquid out at you. And
No,
if it does, it's
what
going to be
was
very
that?
hot.
What? Yeah, it's like no, you gotta do it like this, and the oil comes out, then the
Yeah,
water. I'm like, what are they pressing on?
I don't know.
I'm
And then all of
like,
a sudden they became friends.
yes,
What?
because he goes, you're so talented. Oh, she's pulling on your ding dong.
Naturally.
No,
Hey, you ain't gonna
she's
fall for
sincere.
that,
This one's
man.
sincere. I'm like, that's.
Like, how do you know?
I
How?
will say the paint job on that tow truck was top notch though. That was grease level paint job on the Falcons or whatever did the Vultures. It was just
I was surprised with the amount of music in this movie and
I was
singing.
what's that out of nowhere song? Me and Nate were watching it separately, right? But watching at the same time, and at the same time, we messaged each other on Snap and said, "Hey, it's a musical." That was wonderful.
uh,
Now, does it count as a musical? Because there's only one actual made song that someone sang, plus the whole "do wop wop your mama's do wop" or whatever that was.
that was
I guess
nice
that
too.
counts. Yeah.
I would love to
Yeah.
see this as an actual like stage performance. This could be very easily done as like a Broadway show.
Yeah,
Add
it could
some
be.
songs to it in parts. Like,
It
uh,
just, I mean, it was like so many different type of parts. Like, okay, what was the beginning? Because they're sitting in the locker room, the girls are, and the one older, more mature, smart one goes, just just tease them. When you finally give them what they want, they will do whatever you say, no matter what that is. Like, okay, cool,
I
that's
don't
great.
like
So,
her.
at what point in time did that come into fruition during the movie? Because the one with the stupid one, if you will, Candy, I think was his name, one who had sex with the guy up on top of the truck or car. I think she just gave him head or
I think she
whatever.
just blew him. Yeah,
But was that what that was? And that one guy will do whatever she says, but she didn't ask anything. Oh, and by the way, why they were making out in the front of that car, and she's going down whatever, and her shoulder blade moves a certain way. I was like, ew, oh my god, she looked like she was deformed. It was really gross looking. Her back looked really gross.
oh, I have no idea. I was just thinking that it's he's a nice guy. He treats you good. Why not blow him? That just makes sense. Like,
It was the
right?
70s.
Right? Like,
Why do they have no cocaine plopped out of there?
why make him why make him wait? And oh, yeah, he goes, "No, uh what the fuck?" He says, "No, oil changes. Oil change too." And then
Yeah.
the bumper and all that, like the ball
Yeah, and everything
joints.
else he kept doing. Yeah, the ball joints. Like, dude, I've worked on cars before. I'm not a mechanic like you, but I'm telling you, there's
He's
no
got a
way they did it
sensitivity
that fast.
problem.
Yeah, there's no way this happened that fast. I'm
There's no
like,
way
dude,
he's lasting that long. Like to
they
get
weren't up
ball
there that
joints
long.
done,
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
you
saying. Oh, and I love the fact they actually changed the oil. At least they popped the oil out of the vehicle and it came out. I was like, okay, they're actually working on the vehicle here. They're actually doing something. So that was kind of cool.
when there was a scene where the older gentleman pulls in and he's like, I want Supreme or whatever. And his wife is like, Morris, you're too old for that.
Or at your age,
Yeah.
yes.
He's like 40.
What did you turn in here for?
$5 high test. I mean, super duper. I mean, fill her up.
Coming right up. Really, Morris, at your age?
If that. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he didn't even look that old. And also, when uh the vulture that ended up with the quiet one and they were in the convertible at
Mm-hmm.
the gas station talking to the attendant or whatever for
Mm-hmm.
directions. I didn't know that was them until like
Really?
the cut back scene. It took like two takes. I was like, "Oh, wait, okay." Like it didn't realize that it was part of the plan to steal the gas
Right, just so
was
yeah. See
to have that
that
distraction.
that actor, he's been in a lot of things in the 90s and 2000s. He was in Scrubs. I'm not sure if you remember the episode of Scrubs where they were doing like they were making not making fun of, but like sitcoms. How they did different sitcoms during the show. It gets done in 30 minutes, and they kind of do the different like they shot it like it was a sitcom from the 1980s. I'm not sure if you
Oh,
remember that one. And there's that one patient dying, and he supposedly he did Friends. He wrote Friends. He's the writer for Friends for that. Not Friends, but Cheers. That's that actor. That actor, he's gone to many movies and TV shows since this. I mean, he's a relatively well known. He's one of those character actors that you can see but you can't name.
gotcha. Um, you were alive in the 70s, right?
Barely.
Barely. So when you were people just always breaking out in song and dance at the full service gas station? Like, was this a common thing?
I can tell you right now, I don't remember a full service gas station. Ever since I can remember, it was always self serve. It was never full service. So
I'm It was ridiculous.
know,
Like all these people just like hanging out, singing and dancing.
dancing and stuff. Oh, and the bad guy, the petroleum guy from across the street, he was over the top, evil looking, Mr. Friendly. What are you? Who wrote this crap? And why was he so pissed off? I mean, it's a small gas station. They ain't gonna be able to handle 3 or 4 cars at the
They have four
most.
pumps.
Yeah,
4 pumps. They can do 4 cars.
yeah. It was
A
just I
small
was.
service station. Yeah.
It just got. Oh, and you need to explain to me because what happened was they were fighting. We know the plot is. So you were talking about this. They stole the gas. A very smart way to steal the gas. They pumped it into that one, through the hose that no one knows crossing the street into the other one.
Yeah.
But in the very after they stole the gas, the next thing you show is her pumping the gas in it out again. It's like, what was the point of stealing all the gas? And at the very next scene, you're out of gas.
Well, it's just like when they filmed the dudes getting into their coveralls. That
Yeah,
whole scene didn't need to be there.
there's a lot of wasted and them hitting with the sticks and the whole group together. Hey, I got a plan. What's the plan? I'm going to show these titties to these old men. They're going to walk up here. We're going to hit them. It's like there's 20 of you. There's
But you
two
know
of
what
them.
though? But hang on. You gotta think about this though. That was a brilliant plan for the person for whom came up with the plan. Because he was like, hey, we gotta do something. Well, I gotta see boobs, so I'm gonna have you whip your tits out because it'll distract him and we get to see boobs. And then when he comes out, we're gonna make like the Three Stooges and we're just gonna hit him with boards. Also, hilarious is about like a minute before the plan, like she got when she got like kidnapped or whatever, right? And I was like, just whip your tits out. Like that's how you're gonna get out of this. And then the
Yeah.
plan was, hey, just walk by with your
With
tits.
this out.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
do
It
it.
was. I don't know why they sent them off to go get a green car. Just so I thought so they wouldn't be there when the bad guy showed up because those are the
I think they
good.
just waited for that opportunity. Like they were just kind of hanging out, waiting for them to leave. I don't think they knew
Yeah,
or
maybe.
planted.
Okay. Okay. That makes
Um,
sense. Well, something
Now,
makes sense in the movie.
something I tried to segue into earlier,
Yes, but I'm
the
sorry, I moved out of it. Yeah.
the dancing at these gas stations. When I got to a point in this movie where I noticed something. Out of the left field of my brain, I remember hearing about um, supporting actors, and that in movies, when you have a large group of supporting actors or like background actors, they will do something kind of weird to kind of stand out a little bit. So I noticed this in this scene, and Jason, did you notice perhaps one of these background actors either looking really weird or doing something
The
out of time, perhaps?
the only thing because he messaged me and said, "Have you got to that point yet?" I said,
No,
"No." He
I
goes, "When you
called
get to
you.
this, yeah, you called me, yes." And I go, "At this point," he said, "At this point in time, just look at the background actors, and then So I'm looking for a soon-to-be famous actor. Saw none. I'm looking for something maybe someone's penis out or something. I'm looking for anything out of the ordinary. The only thing I saw was a really, really tall or heavy set guy, maybe I have said, with a big old afro in the back doing this kind of thing or whatever. Maybe he was Chinese. And I thought, I can't remember what it was, but he did a big old afro. And then I thought there was a little Asian kid. I thought, well, maybe that's that Bobby Lee that you talk about. I don't know. So that's the only thing I can come up with because I saw nothing.
Oh, so in the scene, the camera's panning down, and this random guy just kind of walks on camera, like
Big
in
old
the
butt dude.
shot. No, white guy. He's
Yeah, but he
coming
had
in
a big old butt, big old hair, he had a big old ass, blue jeans. I saw him. Yeah,
no, white guy, white shirt, afro, glasses, really creepy looking. You'll see it
yeah,
because I'm going to show it.
big ass.
No, you can't see his ass.
Okay, well then I must be thinking something different then. Okay,
From the top left-hand corner, he comes down.
okay, I'm thinking the right hand. Okay,
Yeah,
go
he's
ahead.
on the left side, top left. And he kind of walks in and he just looks really out of place compared
The
to
Afro
everybody
guy.
else. White afro guy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And everybody's clapping to the music. And then this guy off claps. At one point, he claps back on, and then he off claps again, and he's so happy looking, and
Big
just
smile, staring like right at the camera almost.
yeah, pretty much
Yes. Okay,
that
yeah, I
guy.
did see that. Yes.
And then a little bit later on, some other actors just kind of get tired of it, and then they go off clap, and they realize like, oh, I gotta clap back on. But
And then they all applauded when it was over. I mean, I saw them dancing like this. I'm like, are these two dancers dance for real? Because they were good dancers from the 70s, I suppose. And yeah, so I did see the Afro guy because I feel like he had a beard and a mustache or a little goatee. I feel like that too.
I
But I
think he
don't remember
definitely
him
had,
being
yeah,
white.
I think he did have facial hair. It was a white guy.
Yeah.
It
Okay, it
was
might
like
have been
a,
a white guy.
it was, yeah.
He was taller than anyone else, and he just kind of stood out. When you said, I'm like, okay, that guy stands out. You can't
He
help but
almost
see him.
kind of like Stainer from She's Out of Your League, or the dude from Deadpool, the bartender with the glasses.
Oh, yes. Yes, what was his name?
I can't think of his name, but he kind of looks like that guy a little bit.
Yeah, I can get that. I can get that. Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking he was Asian. I don't know why I'm thinking that guy was Asian. I'm probably confusing with the
There
little
was
Asian
an
kid.
Asian guy there. Like they
Yeah, maybe I'm
had,
confusing.
you know,
Yeah.
everybody.
Diversity at the finest in 1979 in California.
You did. They just didn't have a diversity gas pump girl. That would have been great. uh, I got nothing else to talk about this movie.
Oh no, please, let's go.
Let's go ahead and get into our 5-star and 1-star or less reviews then. The first 5-star review, and there weren't many on Rotten Tomatoes, comes from Jose L. Or at Savage PR. I like how I don't know if we ever addressed this, but now they have usernames or hashtag. Like, do we say their name or do we say their username? Do we say both?
You've always said that when you did it before.
Yeah, okay. I just don't know if it's right. Well, anyway, he says exactly what you expect from a movie of that era: women showing off their breasts and 70s music. Love it.
Jose, women showed off the breasts more in the 90s. I'll tell you that now. And they had movies like Jaws, Rocky, Close Encounter of the Third Kind from the 70s. No one showing off boobs. Just saying.
They had music though.
I guess. Oh, wow. Yeah, they all three had really big soundtracks. You know what?
Yeah.
So he's 50% right. The first 1-star or less review, and there's plenty of those on Rotten Tomatoes.
There was a lot. Almost all of them.
Almost all. And they're all from unknown. So the first one, if you combine Russ Meyer, I'm not sure who that is, with Grease 2, you'll get this. Of course, some things should never be combined. Pretty Girls, Horrible Story sums up this best.
Not for nothing, I think this movie actually has a lot of potential if you rework the script and actually get slightly better actors in like some of the roles. Like this actually has some weight, I think.
It doesn't need to be that many actors either. I think that was way too big. Cast was way too big. They probably did that because they probably needed to get, hey, can we in a movie? Yeah, we'll give us $1,000 and you can act in it. Okay. It's
Well, when
probably
did
how it
Grease
got
come out?
produced. 76?
So they're still probably trying to ride on that greaser thing with
Oh, I'm sure.
the biker toughs.
Yes.
So, anyway, the next 5-star comes from Letterboxd, actually, which is where both these will come from because there was only one 5-star review on Rotten Tomatoes. So,
Damn.
so the first 5-star Letterboxd review comes from MCM1, MCMC1. No, this chick is sincere.
I cannot believe they said that, and that's something we referenced. And I'm the one who referenced it. You didn't.
Yeah.
So
You had no idea.
I
did.
That's correct. Is that why you smiled so big when I said it? Because of this? That's
Yeah,
okay.
I hiccuped because I almost spilt it that it was there. I was like, no, I can't do that.
Because that was one of the best delivered lines.
It's like the Frankenhooker line.
Yeah.
It's just like
Brought you back, Elizabeth. Brought you back to life.
How?
Oh, a bunch of things. I got it all written down over there.
it's just like it's a castaway line. It's a toss away line. It just
The seriousness of it.
right.
No,
This movie actually might be better than I thought.
it's not. The next 1-star review or less comes from Unknown again. Terrible, terrible. Grease want to be soft porn about kids who eventually go up against a big oil company. The fact that it attempts to be a musical too makes it so stupid. When the lead actress breaks into song, it comes out of left field.
You know,
Not wrong.
Yeah, but what other movies are there like this?
There's probably a reason. I mean, if you threw one song into Tusk, you'd have a similar.
Hey, you know, it's fair. Yoga Hosers well, actually probably would have
Yeah.
worked out if they started singing.
Oh, Yoga Hoser musical on stage. You need to write Kevin and say, "Hey, turn to
That would
musical
be-
and do it on stage."
Yoga Hosers the musical. That would be pretty cool.
Yes, they can
On Broadway?
seriously. Yeah, or at least off Broadway,
Yeah.
they could do that.
Forgot what I was gonna say. The last 5-star from Reddit, or not from Reddit, from Letterboxd, comes from Fembot Watches. Love boobs.
Hey, I love boobs too. They're the tits.
Yeah, they're the tits.
Uh, the last 1-star less is from Unknown also. In my defense, I was at sea on a submarine and had been underwater for almost 90 days. I had watched every other movie on board at least twice before I gave in and consented to watching Gas Pump Girls.
This probably would have been the first movie I picked.
Yeah, me and Jaws were at because I told her about the movie. She goes, "Why does he pick these movies?" I was like, I told her why you picked this one. So,
But I do love them. Like,
I know you do.
not for nothing. I had a rating for this movie, and because we've talked about it, it's going up because of this. Anyway. The WTF is from Rotten Tomatoes. It's a 4.5-star from an unknown. Girls at a gas station? Now I've seen everything.
That's very humorous. Girls at a gas station? Now I've seen everything. That's pretty funny. Yep. Especially 1979. I like it. She says, "So how do you use it?" You go, "Well, you pull it out, you turn it on, you squeeze it, and when it's done putting it out, you put it back." And she says, "I hope I can remember how it goes." Like, that chick was so stupid.
Yeah, a full friggin' onboard directions on how to get off the plane and pull your mask out.
Yeah, and the thing about her, when we talk about her boobs, she has one of those unique type boobs. I call unique type boobs, where the nipple covers the whole front. Like, it's not like a round, and then it's like a boom. It's like
It's
the
a
whole
torpedo.
area. Yes, just covers the whole.
Yeah,
Tip. I'm like, nice.
they were pretty. They were all very pretty boobs.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can see what Rotten Tomatoes and the audience score this movie.
Can't wait.
And yeah. Well, Rotten Tomatoes didn't find the time to watch this. So they did not review or rate this movie at all. And there were no critic reviews at all. It was all audience, if you didn't notice, Jason. The audience, they scored this movie at 29%.
Well, considering the fact there was like only one 5-star review and there were a lot of 1-star or less reviews, there's this one for 4.5. I'm surprised it was this high. Yeah.
All right. Well, and now it's time for Jason and I to give our final review and rating of Gas Pump Girls. I will kick us off first. As I said earlier, I actually am going to be giving this movie more than just a stump bump. It would be like a reminiscent bump, if you will. I would actually recommend this movie to my surgeon because it is a ridiculously dumb film. And as Jason's beautiful daughter has said, why does he pick these films? I don't know. They just find me, and I love them. The acting is magnificently horrible, but it's so bad, it's fantastic. It's community theater actors at best for most scenes. Um, Lots of boobies, so much boobies, and it's campy and cheesy. And if you get stood up on a date on a Friday night and you feel bad and you want to pick a campy movie, I'd pick this movie. If you're baked out of your mind and you want to get really laughy, I'd pick this movie because the acting is just so awful. The audio was pretty fine on, except some of the effects and background were way too loud and kind of overpowered things. With that, my initial score of this movie was going to be a stump. But there's the bump, so then it was going to be a tree. Now that we talked about the movie, and the more I heard about the whatnot, I'm going to give it another stump. So I'm going to say one tree and a stump for Gas Pump Girls for me.
My turn, assholes.
This movie, some movies are so bad they're good. I'm not sure this one counts. I would not recommend this to my surgeon. I'm pretty sure if I knew the family members of the people in this movie, I would not recommend it to them. I, it was so disjointed. It was way too long. It was only 80 minutes long, 83 minutes long. It was 45-minute movie. That's what it was, and they had such long takes of just doing nothing but dancing, just sitting there. Such wasted potential, so much potential in this film with a better script. The idea is fine. It's a basic premise. And the worst actors ever are in this movie, but there are some really good people that play some okay parts. Because it is, if you want a movie you want to giggle and laugh to, watch Frankenhooker. Just do it, okay? Because that's the one you're going to want to get hyped and watch. That's the one I'll recommend out of the ones we've watched. Not this one.
What about Velocipaster?
No, I'll take Frankenhooker over that for if you can get high and watch it. But it's if you like the 70s feel, that type of nostalgia, absolutely you should watch this. I thought the main character was fine. There was too many characters. There's a stump bump because of the boobs. I wish I could think of a reason to give it a stump minus because of something else, but we haven't done that yet. And this chick sincere will be. I'm going to get a shirt with his likeness on it and say this chick sincere underneath it. I have to because it's and because that it's getting a stump. Yeah, it's getting a stump bump there too. So I'm giving it a 1 tree, 1 stump.
Hey, look at that. There we go. Jason and I agreed that the vultures get a stump and a tree. I would love anyone who has seen this movie to let us know what they think about it because there needs to be a community for this where we can chat and share because this actually needs to become a movie in my rotation. I'm just saying. Not just because of the boobies, but because, God, the acting is magnificently horrible. Anyway, I've been Nate. That's been Jason. We will see you next time here on Trees in Space Show. But until then, take care. Take care, everybody.
What?